Hey everybody, it's Tim again, and today I'm going to take a look at the Jada Toys latest die-cast car from their Universal Monsters line. Of course, this is part of a larger collection, the Hollywood Rides collection, and of course, if you're interested in those, you can get the Batman figure and the car. You got Freddy Krueger and his Nightmare on Elm Street mobile. You can even get Dean from Supernatural if you want. But I'm mainly interested in the Universal Monsters line. This is the second one they've released after their Frankenstein release, the 1957 Chevy Suburban. Of course, this is the Wolfman in the 1957 Chevy Corvette. So starting off with a 360 look at this, I like the looks of the cars, obviously. It looks of the figures. That's the cool thing about this. It's a combination of die-cast material and rubber that they use for these figures. They're very screen accurate, which I very much appreciate. And so I was really excited to pick this one up. It can run you anywhere from, 25 to 35 bucks, no matter wherever you get it, I should say. You can get it in some department stores. You can get it online. This one's relatively easy to find at this point. Of course, these things are harder to find once they are released because collectors want to grab them up right away, and I don't blame them. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to take this figure and vehicle out of its package, and we're going to take a look at the Wolfman, a 1957 Chevrolet Corvette from Jada Toys. And here's an out-of-the-package look at the Wolfman and the 1957 Chevy Corvette from Jada Toys. And as you can see, this is in scale with the actual car. Of course, because this is die-cast metal, there's no way you can actually fit the Wolfman in there for him to drive it. But there are parts that actually, I won't say move, but because of the rubbery nature, they can, you can slightly move the arms a little bit, which looks like the joints won't allow me to even reposition the arms, but it is flexible material in case you want to just mess around with that a little bit. Again, because it's die-cast metal, it's pretty heavy stuff. You can actually stand it up and it's going to stay there on its own, so I like that. Again, I mentioned I like the screen accurate portrayal of this. The portrait is pretty good. A lot better, I should say, than the actual Wolfman figure, the 6-inch one that they came out with. I'd say the likeness of Wolfman is actually better, and it is a classic pose. I mean, we've seen this pose where the Wolfman has been bending over before. So, of course, this comes with the vehicle itself. Obviously not screen accurate. I don't recall the Wolfman ever driving around a Mustang or a Corvette, excuse me, during the films. But, it's just a kind of a cool way for collectors to add something different to their monster collection. Of course, the hoods pop up, and we have, as you can see, if I can get that bright light out of the way, the photo of the Wolfman from the film starring Lon Chaney Jr. as Larry Talbot / the Wolfman. You prop open the hood, you can see the engine, etc., etc. I'm not a big car collector guy, so I'm sure there are a lot of intricacies that people could explain to you. But, for me, again, I just love the fact that it's something new for the Wolfman that I can collect. Now, also here, too, are the doors, which open as well. And if this is anything like the Frankenstein Suburban, this should pop open. Yes, it does. He could probably keep his father's cane in there if he wanted to. And also, again, we can open this door. So lots of moving parts. And then, of course, if I want to, I can race this thing along the ground. Now, the nice part about this is that clearly this was sanctioned by Universal Studios, perhaps the Lon Chaney Jr. estate as well, because we do have the actual photos of the Wolfman from the film, as well as that iconic title treatment. So I'm really liking it a lot. There is one thing that's missing, though, from this release as opposed to the Frankenstein release, and I'm going to show you in a minute when I do the comparison shot. Okay, I'm back with the Frankenstein 1957 Chevy Suburban. Like the Wolfman, this actually includes a really pretty cool little Frankenstein figure. Again, this is die cast. Of course, this is rubbery here, so you can bend but not break. And again, the Frankenstein head, it doesn't turn. There's no articulation there, but this is also made of rubber. I like the collection so far. Obviously, we got to go with, it'll be interesting to see what Jada Toys comes up with next. Is it going to be the Invisible Man? Is it going to be the Bride of Frankenstein? Is it going to be the Creature from the Black Lagoon? And look, when you put this thing on a turntable, things tend to fall apart here. So I guess that's what happens when you have moving parts. As you can see, the doors open as well when it comes to these vehicles. Again, I'm not a big car collecting, diecast car collecting enthusiast. This has been a great company, though, for fans of different makes and models of vehicles throughout history, so I can see why they are very popular. I mean, these things are very, very sturdy. They're very, very heavy, which is good. I mean, you want something that you know is going to be durable, not that people are going to be, crashing these cars together or racing them around their living rooms or whatever. But again, I love this sort of stuff because I am such a fan of the Universal Monsters. I'm always looking for something different to collect. In this case, you have Frankenstein again. The hood pops open. You can see the engine underneath. The doors open. The back end opens. Can't necessarily put the monster in there, but it's going to look pretty cool on the shelf next to my Universal Monsters action figures and different things like that. Now, I'm going to move this out of the way for a minute. I'm going to show you what this Wolfman deal is lacking in comparison to what we got with Frankenstein. Now, maybe it'd be better if I just put it here. This is actually a mini poster, and I got this little frame at some craft store to kind of highlight it a little bit. But there was actually this mini poster that came along with the Frankenstein release, and that was noticeably absent from the Wolfman release. And I don't really understand why that is. I mean, they already had the licensing for, the Wolfman's image on the car and with the figure. But, it's a pretty cool little extra. It seems like something you can maybe prop up as an entry to a diorama of a drive-in or something like that. I mean, it's just a fun little extra that I enjoyed getting that I actually didn't get with the Wolfman. And again, I'm sure there's an explanation for that. But again, I'm just happy that this stuff is coming out at a very, very affordable price. Again, look you're probably looking at the $25 to $35 range. If you can be patient and wait for this stuff to come down in price, when it's on eBay or whatever, you're going to really discover that this is going to be a fun add to your Universal Monsters collection. So that's all I have for this video. Thanks again for joining me. My name is Tim Lammers. I love reviewing cool movie toys, and got some cool movie hot rods for you in this particular case that happen to have cool little figures that go along with them. Please hit the subscribe button if you want to get more videos like this. Hit the like button, share with your friends, tell all your friends. I'd love to do more reviews like this on my channel, which is simply Tim Lammers Films, YouTube/Tim Lammers Films. Please spread the word, and I am going to bring more reviews to you very soon. Happy toy hunting and Happy New Year 2023.